Let's play! Whoa! Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Last time we left off, I believe we finished Chapter 4, where we were hoping to check out the museum a little bit and see what's going on, and we met up with Chemley and his, what's his name, Barton, I think? And it's like, oh, maybe there's clues in that picture that he took from us, and come to find out, like, oh my god, it all fell all over the place, and we gotta look for it. So we just began Chapter 5, and I have to say, it's been a little while since I played this, because literally, when I was still recording this, Curious Village was still going up on YouTube. I literally have no more videos of this. I'm literally recording this on the 3rd of November, so I don't want to have a lapse in videos if I can help it, but let's just see what we can possibly do here. So I apologize if I'm going to be a little out of sorts, but we'll do our best here. Welcome back, sir. Still busy with your investigation, I see. Though lovely, our town is quite vast, so take care not to tire yourself out. I'm sure your feet must be sore, so why not sit for a moment and enjoy this puzzle I prepared? Because why not? Feels like been forever. Precious metals. Lucky you! You've inherited a 5-square plot of land that's rich with precious metals. Each chunk of copper ore has a value of 1, each silver chunk has a value of 3, and each gold chunk has a whopping value of 5. 1, 3, or 5 what? I don't know, they're just numbers. You're allowed to pick 5 squares of land for yourself, but the 5 squares must be connected to each other. Squares diagonal to one another can't count as connected. Your task is to claim the most valuable 5-square plot possible. Can you do it? Okay, so it has to be all connected. So, I mean, you could, in a sense, like, try this right off the bat, because, like, oh, well, that's all 5 are connected. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get the most out of it. This alone is like, what? It's, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. But if we do something like, I mean, it's not much, but, like, what is that? That's 5, 8, 9. You know, even if we try connecting it somewhere else, we can't, but this alone gives us that. I don't even know if we can even utilize the bottom one at all for anything. If that's 5, 6, 7... Well, that's 10. Can I reach the other one? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Can't be diagonal. That would have been a good one. Or 5, 6. No, that'll still be 9 no matter what I do. So I think what I just did here is actually best. This gives us 10.
And now to test my theory.
That wasn't bad at all. Okay.
And there we have it.
You're rich! The plot of land shown is the only one that achieves a value of 10, the highest possible value given the conditions of the puzzle. Well done, sir. Should you begin to feel weary from running about town, do stop in to rest. Periodic breaks can be quite refreshing for the mind and spirit, as well as the body. Okay. Hey, a diary key. Alright. Well, let's see if Barton has anything to say. Hey, it looks like he has a puzzle for us, too. Keep this under your hat, but that hole in the inspector's pocket? A dog did that. A dog, officer? What dog? Inspector Chemley had an altercation with a canine by a patch to the northeast corner of town. Well, dogs can sniff out mean people, you know. That's just more proof that he needs to be nicer. Luke, did you already forget what the dog did to you when we came about it? Like, it bit you. Sir may seem a bit prickly at times, but he's actually quite kind. Would you care to hear a puzzle the inspector once told me? Okay. How many turns? Let's see. Chumley sent his squad out to investigate an incident. Before leaving, he said this. I want you to search the entire area shown on the map. Take any route you want, but report how many times you turned in the process. You're free to turn left or right, but U-turns are strictly forbidden. Okay, the Bobbies completed their shift and returned to report their turns. Judging by the reports, though, it seems at least one man wasn't telling the truth. Mark the liars with X. What? I'm a little bit confused here. These numbers seem high as hell. Even if you, like, turn like crazy here, like, how many turns? Like, you can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To search everything? Like, that doesn't sound like it would be that much. So unless there's like a trick to this, I'm getting kind of confused here. Now the only pattern I'm kind of seeing here off the bat is like we have one number that's obviously lower in the 2 digits. We got 88. But then we also have 105 and 113. Those seem to be the only odd numbers. Everything else ends in an even number. I'm not sure if that means anything. And maybe, once again, I'm speculating here. It's like if you're trying to make up a number, in a sense, I would feel like you would go with an even number. It just sounds a little bit more on point. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to get at here, guys. Maybe I'm trying to say, like, maybe in a philosophical or psychological form of way, I think you would go with something that's even. Don't know. Like, once again, that's really just speculation there. I want you to search the entire area shown on the map. I mean, it's not like it's huge. Judging by the reports, though, it seems at least one man wasn't telling the truth. You can't make a U-turn either, so if you wanted to go back, you would have to make like at least 3 turns to get back to where the hell you were at? Yeah, I'm a little iffy about this one. The logic isn't really sitting with me, and the only thing I'm just iffy on, the only pattern recognition I can see is that 2 of them are ending in odd numbers and the rest are even. I'm not really necessarily sure how that would equate them being liars or vice versa. I might take a mulligan on this, and might have looked this one up. Yeah, I had to look that one up. I just wasn't getting it. Like, I was trying to, like, you know, off screen, like, go literally, like, count how many I was, but that still seems a little odd. So, the answer is, in actuality, the ones who are saying odd. Why, though, I'm unsure. I'm hoping the game does explain it to us, because I'd love to know the explanation here. I don't know why the hell I wasn't getting this.
There we have it.
Sharp thinking. The 2 men who made 105, 113 turns must have been goofing off. Well, he's not goofing off. One of them is... he's talking to a cat on a bench. The other one is trying to woo. But, let's see. Since the men started out on a horizontal path, which, okay, yeah, they were on the top right, you can infer that if they turn an odd number of times, they'd end up on a vertical path. Okay. Conversely, if they made an even number of turns, they end up on a horizontal road. Oh, see, damn, that's clever. I would not have gotten that anytime soon. Any Bobby who did this job properly would have turned an even number of times to get back to the station, which is at the end of the horizontal road. See, I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, I was thinking, like, just covering the whole map. I wasn't even thinking in terms of going back to the station, although it did say, like, okay, once they return from their shift. Okay, that one was clever. I'm mad that I just didn't get it. Well done, sir. Now I must be off. The inspector and I need to sweep the area for clues. Do watch yourselves when out on the streets. There's no telling what's out there. Likewise, officer. Hey, another diary key. We'll be reading those in just a moment here. I guess we're gonna check on Fiona. What's her name? Fiona. We'll check on Flora, see how she's doing. Where's Flora? Oh, you startled me. Where'd you get off to, Flora? Me? Calm now, Luke. A gentleman never forces a lady to say more than she wants to. Oops, of course. Where are my manners? Sorry, Flora. Don't give it a second thought. Say, how'd your investigation go? Did you find out anything more about the Elysian Box? A bit, but nothing concrete. What we need is more time to comb the area for clues. We could be quite a while, so if you feel tired, go ahead and turn it in, dear. I will. I sure hope you two find a good, solid lead soon. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what? I'm telling. Ever since she got supposedly briefly kidnapped in Dropstone, I don't even know if that's the case. I feel there's some type of weird switcheroo happening here. I'll be here resting. You two be careful out there. We will, Flora. Do feel better soon. Alright. I don't trust your ass, but alright. Let's head on out. Somebody thirsty! I don't know who the freaking fudge you are, though. Opal. Oh, what to do, what to do? You seem troubled, madam. May I be of any assistance to you? I'm quite troubled, as a matter of fact. And what's worse, I have no one to turn to. Well, how would you like a hot cup of tea? If nothing else, it should bring a bit of cheer to your day. Well, I am tired of mulling over the issue, so I suppose I might as well take a break. I don't mean to sound picky, but please keep in mind I have certain preferences. On a day like today, I do believe a nice strong or with a pinch of dream fluff is in order. I don't even know what what the hell you want. I have been told that the tea minigames have been crap for a lot of people. So I guess something to watch out for. So we are not going to be able to do anything for Opal until yet another chapter, because we just simply don't have the tea that she wants. So we'll have to just kind of keep her in mind. It really does suck that they don't become thirsty, or that they become thirsty before you even have the right tea. But I guess that would make it too simple, right? But anyway, don't trouble yourself over my predicament. In the end, I suppose this truly isn't an issue I'd need to really sort out on my own. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Well, gotta find somebody else. I don't know where the fudge they're at, though. I'm looking for Dawson? Are you Dawson? I don't think you're Dawson. Oh, you're Rory. Shoot, see, guys, this is what happens when you don't play a game for a little while. Uh-oh. Professor, the train's still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. Seems we have no choice but to return to town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area. I guess so. Okay, let's keep looking. Alright. So that's... Opal doesn't have like a thing for us even when she's not thirsty, right? Nope. Probably should have read that, but screw it. You... Well, I mean, you're not Dawson, who are you? Joni. What a wimp. Alright. Are you Dawson? Oh, wait, he might have a puzzle. You are Dawson. As much as I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. I've got a vintage puzzle I'd love to share with you if you'd like to listen. I'd be honored to hear it. Wonderful. This puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display right over there. Let's see how bad this is. Stones in a vase. What's only 20 picarats? This vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones. Now, put on this blindfold, reach in, and pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you remove the equal number of black and white stones, you receive a number of gold pieces equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of removing equal numbers of stones while getting the most money possible? Now, once again, I may be thinking about this a little, too easily, but would it not be 100? Because I would imagine some capacity you're gonna grab all. Well, yeah, because in some capacity, you are going to get either all 50 black stones or all 51 white stones, and you're going to get the remainder of the other color. So, you're not going to be hit, or you're not going to get penalized if you don't have an equal number. So it would just be 100, right? It seems too simple, though, so that's why I'm a little iffy.
Consider this puzzle solved.
No, it was 100. Okay.
And there we have it.
Well done. If you remove 100 stones from the vase, only one will remain inside. If that remaining stone is white, it means you successfully removed 50 stones of each color. Of course, removing just 2 stones will give you the same chance of winning the coins as removing 100 stones, but the amount of money you receive for successfully removing 100 stones dwarfs the reward you receive for 2 stones. Yeah, I just love him looking in the pot. Hey! That one I was just kind of thinking about it too hard. I'm like, it's just 100. Definitely solved. You're quite the sharp one, aren't you? Well, I try. Alright, so that's all we gotta do here. And don't worry about hint coins just yet. That's all gonna be in the newer areas that we're gonna be going to. Where I need to go to next is the cabaret, which I think is up here to the left. There she is. You have a puzzle for us. Oh, so I take it you do want to come inside and look around, No, Ah, look at those red little cheeks. My, but you're shy. Here, try out this puzzle. It'll relax you. Alright. How old is she? We've had a lot of these types of puzzles. A boy and girl are chatting in a local cafe. Looking up from his coffee, the boy says, I'm 20 right now, but back when I was as old as you are now, you were half my current age. Neat, huh? As you can see, this boy isn't the most concise of speakers, but using what he's said, how old is the girl he's chatting with? Alright, I don't think it should be too bad. You're 20 now, but back when I was as old as you were half my current age. He's not talking about how old he is now, though, right? Because, right, if we take half of 20, that'd be 10. Which would be... Oh, wait a minute. Back when I was as old as you are now, you were half my current age. Well, she wouldn't be 10, but if we're talking about if he was her age currently, it'd be 15 because you're going 5 years back. If that makes sense. maybe I'm not explaining it, you know, fully myself, but back when I was as old as you are now, so like, let's assume she's 15. You were half my current age, 10. If she's 15 now, you remove 5 from 15, they'll be 10. Okay. Yeah, then she's 15?
Let's see if this works.
Okay. Once again,
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
some of these puzzles seem a little bit... I'm getting a little iffy. Like, here I am expecting like something super tricky, but alright. A careful read of the puzzle reveals that when the boy was a girl's current age, her age was half of the boy's current age. The boy's current age is 20, and half of that is 10, so the girl must have been 10 back then. Once you know this and factor in the other hints, it's obvious the girl must be 15 now. Okay. Oh, you're a clever one. I love clever boys. They make me swoon. They honestly do. Tee. Clever? Me? Oh, you're getting all red again. That's just adorable. Come back anytime. Another diary key. You know what? I should probably start reading those. Got lots of reading to do. Father has always done what he wants, regardless of who objects. He's that way with everyone, even his sons. It's no wonder my younger brother always seems so irritated with him. Even so, he and I must endure Father's whims because, as the next in line to rule full sense, we cannot leave this town. Even if we want to, we are stewards of this town, and we must stay here to watch over it. You know, I just realized, I'm like, oh, I thought each book, each entry would have a different color. It just means like the one you're actually currently selecting. No longer able to tolerate Father's selfish ways, my younger brother has left Full Sense, for good. Strangely enough, Father doesn't seem affected by it at all. If anything, he only seems more focused on excavating even more gold from the mines. Is that miserable ore worth so much to him? I'm beginning to think that I will never understand that man. We found a new ore down in the ground that Father thinks we can refine into a precious metal. Personally, I doubt we'll be able to turn anything as dull and dead as that rock into something worth. Not that it stopped Father. The digging has advanced to a point where it's formed a massive crater under the castle. I have visions of the whole castle tumbling down into that abyss. Wow. Okay. Well. Interesting, I guess. Whatever the hell's going on there. Alright, so now we want to head over to the right. If you remember, we have that camera shop. There we are. And we can talk to this individual for another puzzle. Tell me, have you ever worked up the nerve to wander out past the edge of town? The tales I ever heard about what people see out there would make your blood run cold. I recently went out there myself to take a few pictures with my best camera. What developed was, well, here, see for yourself. Oh no, this game turned into a fatal frame! Oh crap, wait a minute. I was actually supposed to talk to the guy outside the camera shop first. That's okay. We'll talk to him when we get back. So, yikes! There's a ghost in the forest. Or so you thought. Until you realized the specter hovering in front of you was just a figure cut out of wood hanging from a branch. Looking around the area, you notice are 4 pieces of wood scattered in the grass. Which one of these wooden slabs was a ghost cut out from? You have 4 choices, A, B, C, and D. Beware, the correct board may have flipped over while lying in the grass. Alright, so you're almost making it seem like it's definitely one of the ones that is flipped. Alright. Well, in that sense... what the hell? Why is it a little iffy trying to correlate this? Well, it's not A. Just because, like, the long tail. I was like, something is weird with A. That one is just way too damn long. Like, I'm just trying to look at differences. C isn't gonna work either because if you want to say like the elbows are kind of like sticking upwards. So right now it's between B and D. It might be B if you flip it. That would make sense. D, on the other hand... I don't know. Would the hands be, like, in a weird position? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Damn it. It's either B or D. I think it would be B, because like that's when I like. It's easier to tell, yeah. When I cock my head counterclockwise, so to the left, and if you imagine that board was flipped, that'll easily fit what's shown on B. And what's also shown right there in the middle. D, on the other hand, I don't know why I'm having a weird time visualizing that. Is it kind of the tail or is it kind of the hand? Let's go with B.
And now to test my theory.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Good one. The ghost was cut from board B. The board must have flipped over as it fell to the ground. All the other boards have slight differences that set them apart from the correct one. Yeah, but what was up with D that was pissing me off? Was it the hands? Yeah, damn it. Yeah, like, I don't know why I thought it was fanned differently, but it was literally missing a finger. Okay. Well, I'm glad I went with my gut with B, though, because I'm like, that definitely fits. All right. Hey, I thought you were going to show us a real ghost. Ha 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 ha! Sorry to get your hopes up, friend. I do so love pulling that one on customers. All joking aside, no one dares enter the forest lately. The whole place is overgrown and perilous. Hey, it's another new hamster toy. I don't know if we need anything with that now. Actually, let me take a quick look. Because, granted, like, he is all thin now, but you could continue with this, apparently if you so desire. So, maybe we'll do that later. But I'm kind of curious, what does this toy do? It's a sandbox. Playing the sandbox always makes a hamster somersault straight for the pool, ignoring all items in the area. Somersaults don't count towards the step total. Oh. Well, the somersault doesn't, but... Huh. Playing in the sandbox always makes the hamster somersault straight for the pool. Are they literally saying we're going to get a pool, but this doesn't do anything right now? Like, we don't even know, like... Does it need to be within 3 spaces of him, or what? Alright, well, like I said, we'll just leave that alone for the time being. And we'll head back out. And I'll talk to you, who I meant to talk to you originally. Business has been slower than a one-legged turtle. With no customers, I don't really have much to do, you know? Do you have any other duties here besides watching the door? Yeah, little things. Just the other day, the boss, he tells me to make copies of the menu. He shoved it off on me because it's a pain to do. What do you say to helping me fold these bad boys? Folding. All right. Copying the menu. The menu you see here has been folded into thirds with print on both sides, meaning in total there are 6 pages to it. The boss needs lots of copies, but your copy machine can copy a maximum of 2 adjacent menu pages at once. To save time, you want to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. What is the fewest number of passes through the machine you need to make to create a full duplicate of the menu? Now, once again, I may be thinking about this way too damn simply. Would it not be 3? Because you have 6 pages. You have a total of 6 pages. And you're telling us that your copy machine can copy a maximum of 2 adjacent pages at once. So, am I missing something? Like, it would take 3. I guess maybe what the confusing part is, like, okay, well, say you can do A, B. Well, how the hell are you going to do C and D or stuff like that? But once again, I think it's a matter of how you fold it. So I wouldn't necessarily say it'll be A, and B. If you fold in C, I imagine you'd see, as according to the diagram, I think it'll be D. So it'll be A and D, and then you can photocopy B and C, and then I believe... So what's left there? We got A, D, B, C, and then just E and F. Yeah, I don't think there's really any other way to look at that. It's just 3. That's a 3. Okay.
Just leave it to me.
All right, I'm getting a little
Layton's
antsy
apprentice strikes again.
because a lot of these puzzles haven't been that bad. If you fold and copy the menu as shown above, you can make a complete duplicate of the menu in just 3 passes through the machine. Yay! Maybe just get a better damn machine, Oh, so that's how you do it. I was thinking I had to fold them all in fancy style. There are probably nicer ways to do it. Are you sure your boss is okay with you doing it like that? No one's gonna notice. Everyone's usually just busy picking what they want to eat. If you say so, mister. Whatever. Alright. Now we can continue forward, because this was the area we couldn't actually progress, because this is where the dog was stopping us. That bulldog's blocking our path to the northeast corner. How to get through? Okay, talk to them? Whoa. Our friend the bulldog seems to have changed his temperament since we met last. Did I mention that he has a freaking diaper on? Is he okay? Such a blocky head. He looks like he's really hungry, Professor. I think he'll let us pass if we bring him a snack. Very well. I've seen remember a grocer beneath the watchtower. I'm sure we can find a suitable snack for our friend there. Professor and Luke decide to visit the local grocer. Okay. Well, let's go to the grocer. I think they're all the way to the left. Do any of you have anything? Oh, you do have something. Why is everyone so quick to warn people away from the castle? I mean, what does it matter? The path is blocked by that gate that's always locked. I take it that's the sole path to the castle then. Oh, so you actually want to go there, huh? It's a weird and scary place, but I understand the feeling. The gate does open once a day to let that old carriage through. If you hide in the bushes, you might be able to sneak into the thing. So the gate does open. Do you know anything about the carriage? You got me there. But it heads up to the castle every day at about the same time. But hey, now that you remind me, would you mind helping a girl with a puzzle? Okay. Damn, 120. Alright. Tug of War. Every time I think of Tug of War, I just keep remembering the Mario Party minigames. I give you blisters on your palms. Oh my god. Teams of horses are participating in tug of war matches. All teams are drawn from an 8-horse stable. The first 3 matches end in a draw. If you want the 4th match to result in a draw as well, which horses should be on a team pooling against E and F? Here are the previous matches that ended in draws. Let's see, A, B, C, and D versus E, F, G, H. HCB versus GA. DA versus FHE. Okay, this one's gonna be a little blah. Do I just select it? Okay. Well, it's definitely, will we even need that many? Because it's saying, like, if we want another draw, and we're only focusing on E and F. Right? Yes, E and F, okay. Well, A, B, C, and D handled E, F, G, and H. H, C, B versus G and A. What's interesting there is D is not even included in that one. So you would imagine G and A might be pretty strong. But then you also have DA versus FHE. I'm almost tempted to say that it would either be A or D against F and E. Because if we get rid of H, like, granted, H was part of the first pairing, or the first match, but that was, like, equal against A, B, C, D versus E, F, G, H. But with that also being said, you needed a combination of H, C, and B to even stand a chance regarding G and A. So if you get rid of H, then you're only stuck with F and E. So then it's still, which one would it be, D or A? I think we narrowed it down to at least one of those two. Now, with that also being said and done, I just find it interesting that D is not included in match 2 whatsoever. It almost makes me think that if it was included, it would decimate either side. I'm sure there's a really logical way to go about this, but I feel like it's probably D.
Just leave it to me.
And there you go.
That was almost
because
too
anything
easy.
else would have been way too much. That last pairing, I think, is what really helped us out there. Oh, see, that's very nice. I kind of spelled it out there in the top. Of course, any other matches might work, but the only one you can confirm will end in a tie based on this information is D. So they're basically saying, we saw it in the first pairing, A, B, C, D equals E, F, G, H, and we know that D and A equals F, H, E. So now they're saying that B and C is like the equivalent of G. All right. Then we had a second pairing, HCB equals GA. We know that, now that we know from the first pairing that BC apparently equals G, now we know that A will equal H. So now it's just kind of a matter of, like, elimination. DA equals FHE. We know that A is H. That leaves us with D equaling FE. So when they spell it out like that, that makes complete sense. Or you can just go my way, and it's like, it just feels right. Oh, now I get it. Thanks a bunch. Like I was saying, if you want to get through that gate, sneaking in with that carriage is the best bet. But you never know what kind of dangerous stuff could be hiding in the woods, so I say stay here. Another diary key. Well, I guess we can go ahead and read it. Why not? That's not the right one, but I'll go ahead and just... Okay, never mind. Was that the only one that's new? Alright. Feel free to read that if you want. Let's go ahead and read this. Today's a day to celebrate. At long last, the girl I love has agreed to give me her hand in marriage. I must begin preparing for her arrival at once. I'll gladly change out the castle's decor if it'll make her feel more at ease here. I'm also commissioning a special dress to be made for her. She's gonna look stunning in it. I guarantee it. I mean, I just know it. Sorry, he must have gone shopping at a men's warehouse. Which I think I went to once? And I don't know what the hell was it for. Was it prom? No. Yes. I went there initially. I didn't really like the selection. And then I was actually... Here's a cool thing. They were selecting a few of the senior guys to model various suits and tuxedos from a local tailor. And they're like, if we agree to do so, they'll give us a free rental for prom. And, you know, I didn't understand why a lot of people weren't doing it. I'm like, yeah. Oh, like, I personally feel like I look amazing in a suit. I'm like, yes, I'd sign up. And I liked it so much, I think I ended up wearing that color for prom. It was like a teal. The tuxedo itself wasn't teal. Like I was wearing like a. Was it a black suit? Yeah, it was a black tux with a teal vest. I loved it so much. I think I looked pretty damn hot. Okay. So let's go ahead up here. I think the watchtower's up here. Or the grocer. I think this is it. That shop is so smelly that I have to play out here or I pass out. That really, stinks. It's okay. I bought some snacks with me to nibble on, so at least I'm not bored. Here, we can share them. No, it's not supposed to be a puzzle. You're supposed to share food with me. Ugh. Candy for 5. I think it's actually very, timed very nicely considering that just this past Friday was Halloween. Did not feel like it. Halloween has really not been a major thing in my area, for a very long time. I have not gotten any trick-or-treaters at least a decade, if not even more. And even like when I'm walking around, you know, when I take my dog out, I didn't see anyone. I mean, so part of me feels kind of bad for, you know, any of the families around here that have kids that want to go trick-or-treating. They're like, oh, damn, well, I guess they're not doing it here, but more than likely they probably have some like a community event that they go to, or they probably just drive to another neighborhood that goes crazy for it. Whatever works. Okay, you have a box of 4 different kinds of delectable candy arranged in no particular order. Your job is to divide these treats into 5 equal portions using your stylus. To do so, you need to make sure each portion contains the exact same number and variety of snacks. Furthermore, all the sweets in a single portion must be connected to each other vertically or horizontally, but not diagonally. Got it? Good. Now get started. So, we have a 5x5, so that kind of helps out there. And we have 4 different types of candy. So, and we want to split this up into how many it wants to split up to? 5 equal portions. So, yeah, 4, 8, 12, so 4. So, and they have to contain the, well, do they all, they must be connected to each other vertically or horizontally. They must contain the exact same number. Well, it's the same number and variety of snacks. So does that necessarily mean that we need, like for example, like I drew this square in the top left. Like, does it need to have the 4 different types, or can it have like something like, let's just say like this, where we have a double instance of like the cinnamon roll looking thing, but now all the other portions need to have the same thing too? Like that's what I'm a little iffy about. I don't know. And now I'm even wondering, am I thinking about this right? We have 4 different kinds of treats. We have to divide these treats into 5 equal portions. 5 equal portions. So, if I'm not mistaken, wouldn't we... Yeah, each one should have 5, right? Like that's what I think we need to do. We still need no. Why the hell am I thinking about this all dumb? It's not that hard. 5 equal portions. It's a 5 by 5 grid. So it would be 5 pieces each. My god, why the hell do I keep thinking it was 4? Or you know what, maybe because I keep seeing it has 4 different types. Maybe that's what was throwing me off. Ugh. Okay. So. We do something like this where it contains all the different types plus 2 of these. These, like, cluster ones. Would that do anything? But then I want to know how... That's not going to work. How else can I go about this? There's definitely too many pieces there. Well, that's 5. And that's what? Kind of the same what I had before. Like we had 2 of the cluster things. Oh, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. I can't do much with that one. This doesn't seem hard at all. It doesn't seem that hard. But taking a look at this, I feel like no matter how we do this, we're going to end up having a portion that's going to be utilizing 2 of these. One, because there's quite a bit of them in this grid. 2, the whole idea that the pieces must be connected either horizontally or vertically. I feel in some capacity we're going to need to have these. Let's see. Can I wrap it around? Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Now, can I follow the same suit with this? We got 2 of those. And kind of like a Weathers caramel thing. The cinnamon and the gumdrop. I like, okay. Okay, wait, this looks a little more promising. If I can get another cluster, that works. Ooh, okay, hold on. What else is left? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. How do I work this out? Well, that will take... Will that work? We have the cluster. We have these two. Cinnamon roll, butterscotch thingamajiggy, gumdrop. And then here we have gumdrop, the two clusters, cinnamon roll, thingamajiggy. Okay. I think we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. That one wasn't terrible, but it's one of those things where, like, once you get that one good, like, connection, it's like then it's when they all really come into place. But, yeah, I believe we're set here.
Let's see if this works.
There you go.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Sweet. The puzzle solution is shown above. Now remember, those candies are for everyone, so don't forget to share. Nope. Yay, it's all divided up now. Here's some for you. Woohoo! Thanks a bunch. Grum dum 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 dum. These candies taste like raw garlic. Oopsie, I guess all the garlic in the shop made all my snacks all weird. I'll have to throw them out. Another apple. Okay. Well, that sucks. Anyway, let's go to the grocery store, which is the one on the right. It sure is. Hey, buddy, I need stuff. Hello there, gents. How can I help you today? We're in desperate need of food for a hungry dog. Do you have anything that fits the bill? Well, that's the most interesting request I heard all day. I don't have any kind of kibble or the like, but the leftover beef shank ought to make Rover sit up and beg. That should do nicely. Would you mind parting with it? I don't have any money. Not really, but I hope your dog likes garlic. I'm sure that won't be a problem. I don't know if that's good, though. Good, good. Now, I won't charge you for it, but would you mind solving this puzzle I've got here? I've been chewing it over for days. I'm starting to lose sleep. Okay, what do you got for me? P.U. Oh, God, not that one of these again. Garlic is a wonderful seasoning when used in moderation, but the smell can be pretty potent. Someone put garlic cloves in this intricate container, and they're really stinking up the room. Use the 2 corks below to help our friend deal with the smell. Touch an opening and put a cork in it. Then you can use no more than 2 corks. How dare you? Okay, so literally just, yeah. They put garlic in these containers. Somehow it fit into these damn containers. Use 2 corks below to help our friend deal with the smell. So, I mean, this isn't gonna be like, oh my God, terrible. Well, I am a little iffy that they're allowing the use of 3 corks. And they deliberately tell us, use the 2 corks below to help our friend deal with the smell. You can use no more than 2 corks. Because here's the thing, guys, and I really do think there's a damn trick question. I think irregardless of like how we go about this, like blah, 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 whatever. Say we plug out 2 of them, okay? And like say this one does lead to the flower. The garlic is still going to emanate through the open slot. Like, it doesn't matter, like, in some capacity or whatever. It, like, in some way, especially considering that a lot of these things, like, interconnect, it may find its way through the open hole anyway. Now, with this being said, and the fact that they say that you can only use 2 corks, let me see something. I knew it. That... I love the usage of the trick questions, but man, come on. This way, yeah, he's not going to be able to breathe so great, but he's definitely not going to be able to smell anything. So plug up your own nose.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Ah, sweet relief. Each of the 3 holes in the container is connected to the garlic, so there's no real way to seal off the container using 2 corks. With no way to contain the smell, our friend has no choice but to plug up his own nostrils. Hopefully he had the good sense to stay inside when no one could see him like that. Damn, he used so much force, he blew those things out of his damn nose. You gotta be a real garlic lover like me to solve that one. Here, you worked for this beef shank, so it's all yours. Hey, look at that. Bone-in roast. Is it cooked, at the very least? We also got a new ingredient, joy root clover. Which does actually give us a couple new blends. Which I guess we can just go ahead and just do right now. The Professor and Luke decide to take the roast to the dog they met in the alley. Oh look, there he's thirsty as well too, but hold on. I'm trying to find how to make some of these things. So, what did I say we just picked up again? Can't even remember what the hell I just said. The joy something leaf, whatever. Let's see here. Tea set. Joy root. The joy root clover. It's earthy. It's mood lifting. Now, with this, we can make 2 other tea blends. One of them called the Radiance Blend, and one of them called the Cayenne Twilight. Now, how to make those 2? Let's start with the Radiance Blend, which is going to be 1 part of the Bell Tart Seed, 1 part of the Dream Fluff, and 1 part of the Joy Root Clover. By doing so, we get... the Radiance Blend. Now this smells nice. Indeed, there's something about the aroma of this tea that's quite soothing. You hit that one on the head, Professor. I think it's making me sleepy. I suppose that's further proof of its relaxing effect. It does seem... rather potent, huh? Method acting! Okay. So, we have the Radiance Blend, but we also have Cayenne Twilight, which is 1 part Dream Fluff, 1 part Joy Root Clover, and 1 part of the Pepper Cherry. And we get the Cayenne Twilight. Just take in that aroma. It's incredibly relaxing. Kinda makes you forget all your troubles for a minute, eh, Professor? I must confess, this is rather nice. It's like the tea drove all the weariness off from me. Wow, all that was just a couple of sips. The good a cup of herb tea can do never fails to amaze me. And there you go. So now we have 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, and 10 in our disposal. And with that also being said, there should be a few people that we could use this on. Yeah, one of them would be, well, Dawson, back in the antique shop, he'd have one. Now the grocer, what was his name again? I don't think. Yeah, we don't actually, Garland, we don't actually have what he wants yet. So, yeah, this whole tea thing apparently goes up all the way to chapter 6. So, I'm gonna try keeping track of this to the best of my ability, but I don't think I'm gonna do it yet. I don't think I'm gonna do it today's episode. I may do it like right before we end the chapter 5. I don't think like it's gonna block us out of getting anything. I hope not anyway. But I'm just gonna hold off a little bit on that. Don't brew. No, I mean, yeah, no, get out of here, I should say. Alright. There is another puzzle, though, by the bottles somewhere. There we go. Whoa! All this garlic is starting to make my head spin. Well, we can't have that. A burst puzzle is just the thing you need to refresh the mind, Luke. And we appear to be in luck. I think I see a good puzzle right there. Alright, jars and cans 1. Oh god, it's a counter, so what do we gotta do here? A long line of jars and cans sits on a counter. Your job is to rearrange these items so that both jars and cans are grouped with items of the same type. However, in doing so, you must always move 2 containers at once. Move items around by touching the red icon between the 2 containers and dragging the selected pair of items around with your stylus. Hold on, let me reread this again. It's like, yeah, we're moving things along, but, like, what am I doing with my life again? Rearrange these items so that both jars and cans are grouped with items of the same type. So does it matter if I have jars first and then cans, or cans then jars?
Consider this.
What the hell?
Solved.
I was just messing around.
Huh. Wonderful.
Oh. Okay. Guys, do you recall how many moves I did? Was it 4? I'll check in editing, but okay, you can solve the puzzle in as few as 4 moves. How many moves did it take you? I wasn't paying attention because I was just messing around. I thought they actually had to be right next to each other, but yeah, I just had like its own 2 separate piles. Well, what do you think, Professor? Pretty good, right? Even so, I don't think that puzzle was enough to take my mind off the smell. And I know you're thirsty, buddy, but I don't have what you need. Alright. Well, all we can do for right now, yes, I could go to a few people to see if they want to drink tea, but like I said, I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. Right now, I just want to go ahead and give the bone-in roast to the dog. And who are you? Kind of scary looking. You gotta wear your souls up. You keep running around like that, fellows. Rest your feet for a minute while you solve this puzzle of mine. Please leave me alone. A stack of dice. You stacked 3 dice in a column. At the points where 2 dice touch, the faces that are touching add up to 5. Wait. At the points where 2 dice touch, the faces that are touching add up to 5. Okay. If one visible face of the bottom die is showing a 1, what number must be the top face of the top die? In case you're wondering, each die is identical, and all sets of opposing faces of each die add up to 7. Is that how? Yeah, I never really paid attention to dice, or die like that. So, is that always the thing? That always all opposing faces equal up to 7? So, the opposite side of that 1, there's a 6. Or 1's a 2, then it's gonna be a 4. And what does it say? What equals up to 5? The faces that are touching add up to 5. So we can't make the assumption like the front-facing die is always going to be 1, huh? But if we know that the one in the back is going to be a 6... I'm trying to see if we can kind of use that to our advantage, if you want to say. Ow. I'm getting a little iffy on the whole idea of, like, at the points where 2 dice touch. The faces that are touching add up to 5. So, are they saying... Hold on a minute. So they're saying, like, this and that equal 5, and then this and that will equal 5? In that case, we know that's going to be 4. And, well, would this not also be 1? I don't think I don't think I'm looking at this right. Or thinking about it right, I should say. Because it's like, what other combinations of would it be? Or maybe we're not thinking of like these two equaling 5. Maybe not. I don't know. But it says like where the 2 dice touch, the faces are touching. So it's not okay. Like literally, like we have 6 on the bottom, and the back of it, right? So if we say we have 2 and 4 in the back, then what do I have left? Well, no, it can't be. Excuse me. It can't be 2. No, why am I saying 2 and 4? It'd be 2 and 5. And then 4 and 3? But I don't know, like, what size does what. And then each die is identical. All sets of opposing faces of the die add up to 7, though. I mean, if I can try figuring out like what the bottom number is, can I just kind of go upwards from there? Damn. Yeah, this one, I feel like I can get it. It's just gonna take me a while. Okay, so I was kind of going about this, and I also just looked at the time, and it's getting very late. I'm getting a huge ass headache, and I didn't want to take I didn't want to take any longer to get this down. So this is going to be a mulligan, but the top answer is going to be a 6, and I think the game will do a good way to like actually explain it. So let the game do that.
This should do the
trick. And then
trick.
right afterwards, I have to call it, guys. I'm feeling kind of off for the past few days. The weather has been drastically changing, and I always feel like crap when that happens. And I got like legit a lot of work I gotta do. So fun times. Okay, Since you know that the sum of each set of opposing faces is 7, you can easily narrow down the possibilities. So with a little smart thinking, as detailed above, you'll soon arrive at the answer 6. Okay. Yeah, the big thing that I was being iffy on was the whole idea of, like, the sum of, like, the faces, like, I guess, touching each other. That, I don't know why that was still iffy to me, but looking at it this way, it's like, okay, now it makes a little bit more sense. So, there you go.
You know, slouch at this. So, what's the story? What do you think you're going to find here in full sets? I don't mean to sound ominous, but there are truths best left unburied. You get me?
Another wall hamster toy and stack of dice. So be it. Alright, buddy. Here's your steak. Or whatever, I got you. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Here's our chance, Luke. Toss him that beef shank.
I'm already on it. Here goes.
Whoa.
Doll. He just wants some food. I feel bad he's in diapers. I think a little offering did the trick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't think this puppy's gonna be doing any stalling anytime soon. We can finally explore the rest of the town now. Yay! The Professor and Luke decide to gather photo scraps in the northeast alley. Which we'll definitely do so in the next episode. I'm also trying to think, like, how I want to handle the fudge I was gonna say, the tea and whatnot, but I think we'll just kind of take it as we go. Like, our main thing here is literally getting those photo scraps. So we'll definitely focus on that in the next episode. And yeah, like I said, just take things from there. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time for Let's Play Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Love you all so much, and don't forget to spread that love around. Have a great day, everybody.